What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today I'm going to run you through yet another GameStop tutorial. Now I want to hit this home 2 times in a row. So the last video I actually talked about GameStop as well, but I really want to hit it home because I'm telling you, GameStop and Deal of the Day on GameStop is one of the best places where you can source OA products right from your laptop, not just today, not just in Q4, although the sales obviously are increased in Q4 and things are flipping faster and there's good profit margins, and obviously deals of the day, because GameStop's trying to push products as well, are a little bit lower as well, so you know your margins might be a little bit higher, but also the rest of the year, right? This is a website that you can continually have in your arsenal going forward, where you just hop on and you check whatever deals of the day they have. Oh, are they good buys? Okay, they are. Great, I'm going to buy a couple. Oh, are they good buys today? No, they're not. Okay, I'll check tomorrow, right? And it's really that simple, and that's how you can approach it. So I want to give you another tool in your metaphorical OA tool belt so that you can find profitable products from your house, which you can then ship into FBA for a profit. So I'm going to literally hit shop now right here on the homepage on Deal of the Day, and I'm going to run you through exactly how I would sort through to find these. Now, I did take a look at some of these to make sure that there are good deals, and there is one good deal here on today's, actual deal of the day. So I'm going to show you that by the end of this video, which you can literally turn around because this video will go live today, and you can also buy this deal and make some profit. So I'll show you how to do that. So here we are on the deals of the day, and basically what you're going to see is it's going to show you the retail price and what it suggests that it usually sells for, both at GameStop.com and in certain GameStop stores, and it's also going to give you a potential deal. Now, sometimes you'll notice that there isn't a deal there, and I just usually avoid those unless they look relatively decent, and you'll get better at sourcing and kind of seeing these deals specifically so that you'll understand what I mean by that the more that you do it. But I generally speaking avoid these ones that don't have a discount here. So I'm literally going to run through all the deals and check to see if they are good to actually buy from GameStop.com and then ship into FBA, and I can make money on them. And anybody can do this, guys. I'm not special. You, yes, you watching right now can do this as well. So generally speaking, sometimes there's more deals, sometimes there's only like 2 or 3, sometimes there's like 50. It all depends on every day. And you can see here there's probably like, what is that, 8, 12, 15 deals today. So 15 deals you can check to see if there's a profit. So all I really need up is I need Amazon Seller Central to see if I can sell it. I need Amazon.com so I can do my product research. I'm going to right click on each deal and open them up. So this one says it retails for about 40 bucks. I can potentially buy it on GameStop for 20 bucks. And I always usually, when I'm estimating to see if it's profitable, add $1 because they're going to tax you on that, or they're going to, it ends up being like $1 per item extra tax-wise when you order from GameStop. So just keep that in mind in your profit estimation. You'll learn that as you buy more and more deals from GameStop, but I'm just telling you firsthand right off the bat so that you know that for your first buy. So right here, this is a similar looking book, although it is not the same, but I don't really have to worry about it because if I'm only getting it for 20 bucks and it's selling on Amazon right here, hardcover for $27.99, there's really not that much of a profit margin to be made, so I can avoid this, okay? Now the same exact thing goes for this book because I already did my product research on this book, so I'll just show you this as well. If I take this one going in right here, and I also paste this into Amazon Seller Central, well, here's the book, right? It looks relatively similar. We got Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield book, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield book, the official region strategy guide, Pokemon Sword book, the official Gallagher region strategy guide. That's the same thing, right? It's a different thumbnail picture, but so I usually avoid these unless the profit margin is pretty ridiculous and I want to take a chance on it. But generally speaking, I avoid them if they're not 100% the same. Same thing with the book arbitrage, right? If the cover image is different, it's usually a red flag. It could be the same book, it might not be, but I usually just avoid those because there are better buys out there. But I don't have to worry about that because I'm getting this for 13 bucks. Obviously, 17 is not profitable again. I'm just running through these examples to show you guys examples of bad products so that I can also show you examples of the good ones, right? Because it's half the battle is avoiding the bad products, and then half the battle is buying the profitable ones as well, okay? So let me show you if I pull up the AMZ Scout calculator, if I get this for 13 bucks, right, it's not going to be profitable. But also, I want to add $1 here because I would be taxed on that dollar as well on GameStop. So already, without even putting the shipping in, I'm negative $5 if I sell this for 17 bucks. So that is not a good buy. So now we want to go back, and let's X out of this really fast. And I'm going to show you other examples of products that may or may not be good. Now, what I generally like to do is right off the bat, I'll search through all the games because there's usually good game deals, not every day, but most days there are good game deals on Gamestop.com that you can buy for a cheap profit because they're running a sale, or a cheap price because they're running a sale on Gamestop.com, ship them into Amazon and make some money. So let me run through all the games and I'll show you examples. I already know which one of them is profitable and which one I'm going to recommend that you buy, but I want to show you different looks of these so that you learn firsthand what my process is so you can replicate that process yourself, and you're going to go through all the checklists yourself, because if I just give you the product, it might be difficult for you to replicate that, or you might try to replicate it and make a mistake and buy a bad product, okay? So let's take this in right here, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy Duelist Link Evolution, and that is Nintendo Switch. And looks right here that if I click on it, and I don't always like to click on it, this is a renewed edition, so I'm not after that one. But sometimes I do click on it because if it looks right here like it says $29.99, so you don't just want to take its word for it, because if you click on it, you're going to see that it's 32 bucks, right? So I'm getting this for 25, but it's selling for 32. So obviously that's probably not a good product, right? Because even after all the fees, if I'm profitable, it doesn't make sense to spend $25 to make like a buck, right? So let me show you what I'm going to what the numbers are here, but I'm probably even going to lose money here. So it's not 25, it's 26, right? Because you have to add taxes. And on top of that, I'm gonna estimate that it's gonna cost me $1 to ship it in to FBA, because I'm gonna ship it in with a bunch of other things. I never just ship it off one-off products. Sometimes it costs me like 50 cents to ship each product in, and that ends up being my product cost into FBA if I drop it in a big box with a bunch of other stuff. And sometimes it costs me like $1.50 if I'm only shipping in like 10 things at once. It really just depends, but usually it's around $1. Most times it's a little bit less. So if I match the buy box price at 32 bucks, right, and I buy this for 26 bucks and it costs me $1 to ship it into FBA, then I'm gonna lose $1.85 per unit. So this is also a bad buy. And for those of you that need to know, I use Jungle Scout right here. If we're on the product listing, I use Jungle Scout to run the sales velocity of each listing, right? So that's going to tell me the numbers. It's my computer's being a little slow right now, of course. And you'll see here that it's telling me this sells 14 daily sales and 420 monthly sales. So that's a good indicator if it's a good product, if it has sales, how many sales you can estimate a month, so that you can make an informed decision based on how many sales it's getting a month, how fast the sales velocity is, right? And also how many other sellers are on the listing, so you can make an informed decision. Do you want to buy one of these? Do you want to buy 5? Do you want to buy 10? Do you want to buy 50, right? All those things are going to be involved in the sales velocity, so that you understand that you don't just want to buy one of these, right? You want to buy a couple of them, right? The other one that I want to talk about, and Jungle Scout will be linked down in the description if you want to go ahead and grab it. The other one that I recommend for this specifically is AMZ Scout Calculator. That is a free plugin that you can download. Those are the two main ones that I use for this. I use other plugins like the Online Seller add-on, but that's really not, for this bulk deal arbitrage right here, because you can already see that there's 77 used and new. If you want to go ahead and download that, that's also a free plugin as well, okay? And then other things like Keep a Grass also are going to help you, look at the price history if you want to go ahead and download that as well, okay? So now let me show you examples of potential good products, and we'll go through a couple more, okay? So right here, Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition, and that is PS4. So if I copy this and I take it into Amazon and I say PS4, right here we have the PS4 edition right here. This is the online edition, so that's not the same edition. When you're doing this, make sure that you're buying the right edition, right? And then you're listing it on the same edition, right? So if you bought this and then listed it here thinking you're profitable, you would be mistaken, because you have two different things. Could you get away with it? Potentially, but sometimes obviously customers are going to find that out, and then it's just an issue for you. You don't want to get in trouble for that. Make sure you're listing on the right, correct listing. Always do a little bit of extra, spend a little bit of extra time doing product research and making sure that you're actually looking at the correct listing, okay? So right here, right off the bat, it's already 13 bucks. We know that's not a good one, okay? So now on to the one that is a good one, which is Grand Theft Auto 4 Premium Edition for Xbox One, okay? So if we take this back in and we just go Premium Edition, Xbox One, I already know that right here, but obviously you just copy that. And this is the one that is actually profitable. So we click this one right here, Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition for Xbox One. It is not this one right here, because if you look at the thumbnail, you could probably get away with listing it under this one, although I don't recommend it. If you look at the thumbnail, right here is an 18 right there, and that has a mature. So right here, there's a mature, 17 plus, this one's 18. I'm gonna go after the one with the same thumbnail, the same description, because it just protects me as a seller, so that I can use my invoice to prove to Amazon, if I need to, that I did actually source the correct item and I did actually have it, okay? So right off the bat, what is this selling for? Is it profitable? $24.50 if I match the buy box, right? And I can get it for 13 bucks. So let's use our AMZ Scout calculator. And we're going to, look, I already put the numbers in right here. 13 bucks, so this should be 14. And this should be $1 for shipping. And boom, if I'm spending $14, right, and it's going to cost me $1 to ship it in, I'm going to end up making $3.25 per unit. So that is a decent ROI. It's not the best ROI ever, but it's probably like a 20% ROI spent on your money, and it's going to flip fairly quickly because while there are 74 people on the listing, most of them aren't at $24.50. If you match the buy box, you're probably only really competing with a couple of different prime new sellers if you ship it into FBA. And by the way, if you use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, it's selling about 40 daily sales right now, and we're in Q4, and it's probably a great Christmas gift. So chances are if you buy this, while you are spending $14 to buy each one, right, and then you're going to ship it into Amazon to make that profit, they should sell relatively quickly, and if you do it right now, they should definitely sell before Christmas. So let's run some numbers just to have some fun, because I always like to run some numbers and use my calculator. It makes it a little bit of fun. So if we spend $14, right, per product, and we buy 10 of these, right? That's 140 bucks that we're going to spend. So we're spending $140. How much are we getting back from that, right? So if we spend $140, we're going to get our $14 back, right? Plus $3.25 profit per unit. So $140 to get 14 plus $3.25 equals $17.25 times 10. So we're turning 140 bucks into $172.50, probably in like 10 days. So you then need to ask yourself, is it worth it for you to spend 140 bucks to make $32.50 in profit in like 5 to 10 days? Probably not, although it is a profitable item that you could buy. So today is not the best example of deals on GameStop Deals of the Day, but there is a profitable item there that you can go ahead and buy. I plan on going ahead and buying this. I'm probably going to buy like 5 to 10 of them. I can afford to wait on it a little bit. Not only do I want the profit, obviously, which goes hand in hand, but I also want the sales, knowing full well that if I match the buy box, I'm going to get the sales, because like I've talked about countless times, I'm going after maximum approval, and I'm trying to hit that 2,000 sales in a 6-month period. So if you want another example of, sorting through GameStop Deals of the Day that's a little bit better with a higher profit margin, like I said, that video is down in the description, at the bottom of the description. Feel free to check it out. So hope you got a lot of value out of today's video, and with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.